NBA Summer League was a win for myself, but what was the biggest win of the year?
That's the interesting thing, because 2016 was the year.
What
still is.
Still is.
2016, in terms of the seasons it finished, a lot of teams broke their championship virginities. A lot of teams were able to get over that hump, pop the cherry, whatever else you want to call it. And we are talking primarily about the three major championship victories this year. We have Leicester City winning the Premier League in I think they're still partying. I don't think they cared too much about England's failure in the Euros, because those Leicester fans will still party the night away for their first ever Premier League trophy. Same thing carries over with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're unable to win for a majority of years and were able to lock down the NBA championship. And then that success, the euphoria of that first time victory,
Shirtless JR.
was carried over. Shirtless JR, then went to a shirtless CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal were able to obtain the Euro 2016 trophy, beating France for the first time in 41 years.
I just want to point out, we really talked too much about the Euro final. Seemed like Ronaldo was totally fine lifting up that trophy.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm so happy for him. I really am. I thought like how he left that game was the most devastating. Nobody.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about it.
You could hate on Cristiano Ronaldo as much as you want, and I'm very critical of Cristiano Ronaldo. But after seeing what he's done in this calendar year alone, and campaign year between Portugal and Real Madrid, obviously he's proven everybody wrong. Anybody who ever gave him criticism wrong. But seeing a player like that in tears on the ground in a final of being the star of your team, like nobody deserves that. Not even Pepe.
Yeah.
Not even.
Pepe, talking about, had a phenomenal final. I don't think I gave him.
He had a phenomenal tournament.
Yeah, he was great. What a tournament he had. Arguably, no, not even arguably, probably the best defender in the tournament.
Maybe it just took him a couple of years to mature.
Yeah, a few years to mature.
10 years to
mature. A few kicks, a few tantrums, but he definitely got there in the end. And by the way, to squander this theory that's circling around in all the media outlets and all the comment sections that Ronaldo will have to keep up that form to win the Ballon d'Or.
What are you talking about? It's a lock. Bet on it now.
Unless this is Ronaldo and the season starts. Ah, shit! Massive cliff falling off.
He doesn't have to play. He doesn't have to play the second half of the season.
As long as he keeps a reasonable standard, bangs in a few goals.
Champions
you win
League.
a Champions League,
Euros.
you win the Euros, you're winning the Ballon d'Or.
You pull your team off life support. I've been saying that so much because of Clay Thompson, but you pull your team off life support against Wolfsburg, where you're down in the hole to move on in the Champions League. You knock in the game-winning Champions League penalty kick. You, against Hungary, you are the reason. You are literally the reason you went on. Against Wales, you are everything not everything, you are 90% of the reason that your team is making it. On top of all that, that's exactly why we give Lionel Messi the Ballon d'Or awards. That's exactly why Cristiano Ronaldo will undoubtedly get his, and I can't think of anybody close to outside of maybe Griezmann.
Would have only been the one to push him, but he's fallen twice against Ronaldo.
It now goes Superman, better than Griezmann, better than Batman. France may have been the better team. France may have had the tougher road to the final. France may have proven that they were the best team in the tournament, but they didn't win. You couldn't get the job done. You gave up a goal in the 109th minute.
Plenty of opportunities to win.
That is sports in a nutshell.
Yeah. If every time the better team or the better person or the person who deserved it more won, then sports wouldn't be the entertainment.
Then why watch?
Love it. Like if suddenly Mayweather and Pacquiao, who are both now, we realize, pretty shady people, but at that point...
They might be fighting again.
But at that point, Pacquiao wasn't as shady as Mayweather. If you're thinking to yourself... But Pacquiao's a nicer guy at this moment in time. He's not called out anyone. He's not showed his homophobic side as of yet. He deserves to win.
But the biggest win of the year, by the way.
It's not Portugal or
the Cavs. It's not Pacquiao. It's not the Cavs. It's undoubtedly Leicester City. And here's why. Cavs have LeBron James. LeBron is now a 3-time champion. At that point was a 2-time champion. He's one of the best players in the league, if not the best player in the league, blah, 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 blah. Portugal had Ronaldo. Ronaldo's one of the greatest football players of all time, blah, blah, blah. Leicester doesn't have any of that. They have no money. They have a great fan base, though, and they got remarkable play throughout an entire season. 10 months, 9 months, and every single week, week in, week out. Could Leicester really do this? Could this really happen?
When they're setting up at the start of that tournament, the Cavs are favourites to get to the finals because they've been there. They were there last year. Portugal have been to the Euro finals before. They lost to Greece. They have Ronaldo, so automatically they're considered contenders. Leicester City came from relegation to go on and win the Premier League. I will never get used to that statement. I will never get used to that sentence. Leicester City were almost relegated and then won the Premier League. So therefore, it will automatically, until maybe the Lakers go on and win the NBA Finals this year, or the World Cup's won by Albania, Leicester City will always remain as the most remarkable sports story we've ever seen.
Yeah.
No one will be able to overthrow that until something of the same magnitude happens.